Much obliged for clearing the way. We'll get to work at once. Filling these up will take a good while. I ain't getting chewed to chum by some... Oh, by the by. How are you planning on putting these to use? We could deliver them by airship, see? Provided that.
We would need them transported to Galema, to the Tower of Babel.
Ah, that's a long old journey. Too long for a... I'll make the arrangements as soon as we get back. Save some poor
You have our thanks. We shall...
Everything seems to be proceeding apace.
Why would you say such a thing? You are not bound by contract or the threat of force, and you gain no advantage by devaluing your own contribution. Yet you must be bound by something to speak thus. What is it?
What binds me? A belief, I suppose. Born of our shared struggles. No matter where my comrades go, I have faith they will be fine. For I know that they will walk their chosen path as surely as I walk mine. I trust them, in short. Trite though it may sound.
Trust. I remember the word. It had no place in my dealings. Not with other Voidsent, and certainly not with Xenos. Not even in the time before darkness engulfed the world. Full often did Memoriates betray their own, corrupted by the very power they wielded. You could trust no one but yourself. Alone we fought, and alone we fell. I wouldn't know how to trust. Is there some trick to it?
Just stay close to this one. You'll learn in no time. Absolutely fine.
I confess I thought thou mightst have more words of
Oh, she'll soon get the hang of it, even without my help. After our work here is done, I'll see myself back to the shadows. But before that, I take it you've heard as well.
Indeed. The client seeketh Archons, and 'twould seem our extensive travels and new...
Well, assuming we take on the request, I suspect I'll be stuck.
Praise the sisters, you are safe.
Don't think I'm indebted to you. I never asked for your help.
You love Garlemald dearly, Lord Metius. That much is plain. We all mourn what has become of our homeland. Bristle at... Even now, I struggle with fear and uncertainty. I've yet to find the answers. But I won't stop looking nonetheless. And
Is there hope for us?
Aye. So long as... Garlemald lies in ruins, but the... We are the chain that connects generations past and future. You and I, it's links. Help us, Lord Metius, for all we have been and for what we may yet become. Please.
To be lectured by the young, it ill becomes a man of my station. I will rejoin the talks at Tertium. Ere we part, I apologize for my...
Euless, wait. I'd like a word. With you as well. I'm to stay close, after all.
Worry not, we shall see the magistrate safe.
What is it?
You bound that man with trust, didn't you? That's why he did not require coercion to return.
Shall we walk back? So that's how Zero came to join you. Still, I'm not sure I'm I wouldn't describe myself as a sociable person. As for the magistrate, I only told him what... But I wouldn't have done so, I think, if it weren't for the twins' influence. Trust is infectious, in a manner of speaking. When someone believes in you, it makes you want to believe in them, in others, in yourself. Perhaps it's because the magistrate felt that earnestness that he gave us a chance. As I did, after I was caught trying to steal provisions from the enemy. Trust comes easy in such company.
Little wonder my world is devoid of it. No one trusts in you, and so you trust in no one. And round the wheel turns. During the Contra Memoria, we had already come to judge one another based on strength and usefulness. You either used or were used. Those who rejected this rule didn't survive. My mother wanted to save the world, to fulfill the hopes of Marmoriad's good and true. After she died, I carried on her mission alone.
Alone? Didn't you have anyone to help you?
Almost. 2 men tried just the once. A swordsman and a mage, whom I met when passing through a village. They had saved the people there from corrupted Marmoriads. When they learned our enemies were the same, they seemed heartened. They claimed to be soldiers of a kingdom called Baron, and were traveling the realm in search of a means to end the Contra Memoria. They invited me to join them. I refused. How could I not, having learned the lessons of my world? Those who would work with others always have their own motives. I would not place myself at their mercy. I would not be forced to submit. I expected some manner of outburst, some show of frustration at having failed to deceive me. But they simply watched me walk away. I didn't know what to make of it then, but now, perhaps they shared a bond of trust. Perhaps they were the last ones left who dared. Perhaps they hoped I was like them too. Perhaps it was just an offer, and nothing more. I continued fighting alone, but ultimately I was undone, overwhelmed by enemies that had banded together. I was cold, in pain, wishing desperately that someone would save me. And as I lay there in solitude, I felt it happen. The breaking of our world. Darkness washed over me, and I was swept into the rift. When I finally managed to return, it was to a world forever transformed. My home, now filled with abomination. I had a chance to learn about trust, and forsook it. I never had the power to save my home single-handed. I should have. Had I joined them as I've joined you, I might not have had to face the end of the world. But it's all history now.
Whatever may have happened in the past, you're still here. So long as you're alive, there will always be hope. No matter what you couldn't do yesterday, you might. Think about it. It's plain that if you didn't feel that in some sense, would you have risked your life? I trust you too.
Here it is again. The fire that burned in my breast when you came to my rescue. The urge to weep, though there is no sorrow. If this is trust, then what must I do? How do I answer it?
Give me your hand. It's not something you do constantly, mind. A friend is a friend regardless.
A friend. Someone you trust.
Let us take a moment to review matters as they stand. Having procured sufficient stores of ether, we may now channel the requisite energy unto the moon via the Tower of Babel. Our work on the star is complete. However, we have yet to receive word from Y'shtola as to the state of the lunar preparations.
A ritual to open the gate, and measures to forestall a void-sent invasion. Neither task is simple nor quickly completed. She would doubtless benefit from our assistance.
The very thing I was about to propose. Let us join her above and lend what aid we may. Ere we set forth, however, Y'shtola did bid me relay a message to thee. As thou art well aware, a key objective of our mission is the extraction of thy sister Azhdaya from the Void. Held captive for millennia and divested of an eye, she is like to be severely weakened. To make good her escape, she shall require aid. Aid that is best provided by a fellow Great Worm.
You would have me go in my true form? Very well. Like our sire, we Great Worms are capable of traversing the Great Expanse. The journey will take some time, but I shall take myself to the moon. To begin with, I shall return this vessel to Radzat-Han, that I may have both my eyes. And until such time as we find Azhdaya, I would entrust her eye to your keeping. Will you do this for me?
We shall contact you via Link Pearl once all is in place on the moon. You need but follow Y'shtola's instructions.
Understood. We'll be ready.
Take care, Zero.
It will be the briefest of homecomings. I'll be back before you know it.
In mare elementorum, then. Go well.
I took the liberty of informing Y'shtola of our arrival. She and her entourage should be here momentarily.
Forgive me. I'd hoped to have everything in order sooner.
Alphino and Alice stand ready at the Tower of Babel.
Excellent. You've done for my part. I've managed to prepare the ritual with... All that remains is to channel the ether from below. This should, I pray, open a gate leading to the moon of the 13th.
May I just say how excited we are to be a part of this grand undertaking. The development of the art... Ishtola even managed to get a loan of elegant treatises on voice and summoning from the prized collection. The Empire's application of etherochemistry in regulating void gates provided us with many a useful insight for our work, let me tell you.
I asked a favor of Grahatir when we were comparing notes on Crossrift. Given his credentials, I was confident he wouldn't be... The knowledge of our forebears has brought us far, as has... And with our knowledge and resources, we shall construct a void-sent containment seal.
Containment seal?
Aye, a tried and tested means of holding dark entities at bay is readily available here. 'Twould be remiss of us not... We shall reforge the brands that Xenos and Fandaniel destroyed. That which held even Zodiac shall more than suffice for void scent of any persuasion.
The Watcher is already hard at work, tending to the most critical part. There are, however, a number of concerning factors that remain.
Time is of the essence, so I suggest we continue.
dreadfully sorry to have kept you all waiting. Hello there, friends. A new person. Heard there was a bit of a rush, so we gathered what...
A welcome contribution.
Oh, stop! You're making me blush! Though we have fulfilled the purpose given to us by Heidelin, aiding the people of Aetheris remains our greatest joy. So you can count on us, ever and always. Right, so... we originally deployed these supporters to patrol the moon and keep it safe. They've never tussled with Voidsent before, but with sufficient data, they ought to hold their own against the ghastly... practical, tactical data acquired in the moment. And who better to give the supporters an educational thrashing than the champion of Aetheris?
I believe I would make a better Not only have I fought Voidsent,
just stand there. Engage! 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 Engage!
That'll do, that'll do! A defeat bitterer than the bitterest carrot. Using this experience, we must enhance the supporters and turn them into Voidsent slaughterbots! Indeed. Right after we've managed to put the poor dears back together.
Pray forgive our comrade's enthusiasm.
On an ordinary day, I'd say no less than... But if you were to provide us with... we just might be able to do it in two.
This I leave.
can you hear me? We've just finished restoring the brands. Let us reconvene once you've finished tending to matters there. The culmination of our efforts is nigh. Apologies for the wait. The preparation...
Excellent. The Tower 2 is activated. But give the word and we'll...
Very well then.
The moment of truth.
By the sisters!
Oriange, commence your invocations. 'Tis time to open our gate. Beginning to form. Quickly, activate the brands. Success. The gate is open, and the seal appears to be in place.
Let's see how well it holds.
Lord Golbez will be eager to hear of this. So this is the promised land. The land of boundless ether.
I dare say the seal doth
I see all precedeth the pain.
Indeed. Just this moment, a void scent emerged from the gate, by which...
It's incredible, Ishtola. Truly incredible.
Apart is an understatement. None... Our success has also served to solidify... The Ascians rejoined reflections to the source by instigating elemental imbalances. These imbalances weakened the barrier between realities, causing the ether of a reflection to flood the source. But why is it that reflections are predisposed to rejoin the source? Why have they never merged with one another?
Thou art suggesting there is a unique property inherent to the source?
I am. 'Tis my conclusion that, as the point of origin for the reflections, the source has an innate pull. Hydaelyn, I believe, sought to suppress that pull, which is why she was created with the power of light, of stasis. Meanwhile, the power of darkness, of activity, reigns in the void. Hydaelyn's influence would naturally be weaker, and this manifested in the form of planar fissures. Working with this hypothesis, I set my sights upon where the pull was assessed to be strongest, and through our combined efforts we Now, I must stress, it was because we sought the void that we succeeded. Pleased though I am to have my theory proven, the secrets of travel to other reflections still elude us. Even so, in the reality that lies beyond the 8th umbral calamity, there are those who found a way to reach the first. I will...
One step closer to fulfilling your dream, eh?
Just a step. Many more. Which further motivates me to forestall a void-sent invasion. So come, let us set forth, to find Ashdaya and put an end to Golbez's plot.
As we did discuss prior, I shall see the alchemist sit.
May the sisters watch over.
Into the void once more.
This is the moon of the 13th.
It is. Ever since the flood, it has been a sanguinary orb in the sky.
No void sent. Rather more.
But unsurprising, given how jealously Still, we must remain on guard. One of his minions came through.
I do not sense my sister.
Steady, Vritra. We've barely arrived. Let us explore our surrounds before.
Yes. I shall survey the moon from above. The ground, I leave to you all.